You've become a major advocate for women's rights in Saudi Arabia, particularly the right to drive.
Yeah.
Why is that important to you?
How long do we have? Well, it's symbolic, both inside and outside. Inside, other than it being an economical barrier where an average woman spends 20%, 30% on her salary on a driver, being a social barrier where she can't go to some places because of this driver, lack of privacy, sometimes safety issues. Other than all of these issues all together, just inside of our community, the fact that it's symbolic outside, where we're being judged as suppressed and as happy with the status quo when we're not, because of the fact that we're not driving. And no matter what we do, no matter how many accomplishments we do, like having the highest rates of women entrepreneurs in the Middle East, like having 70% of bank accounts owned by women, no matter how many great things we do, we'll always be judged as a country that suppresses women because we're the only country in the world where women can't drive. So it's symbolic both inside and outside. And if we want the world to look at us differently, this symbolic issue must change.
Tell me about some of your other priorities for women in the region.
We have lots of priorities. For me, the biggest one is the legal sector. We have women graduating from law, but they can't get their license. And they can't get their license because they have to practice for 3 years. And she can't practice for 3 years until she gets the license. So it's a loop. If we fix this loop, and we're doing that in the Al Walid bin Talal Foundation, where we started this workshop for 600 women lawyers to actually voice out their opinion and come to courts and actually want to become lawyers and want to push for their license. If we have more women lawyers in courts, inevitably we'll have women judges, and inevitably it will affect that system where it will be much more comfortable for a woman to go to court. You know, imagine you're coming into an environment, well, it's, you know, all male dominated. You know, male lawyers, male judges, male everything, and you're the only woman there, and you have to explain a private situation in your case. You really can't, and you end up being in the wrong side of things because of that. So having more women in the legal system is very important for me, since I come from, you know, middle-class family. My mom is divorced, my aunt is divorced. I know what they went through, and I don't want to see any woman go through that again. Other than the legal sector, we need to have more fields in the workforce for women, like engineering. I think that will be, and I saw a lot of young girls who said, I want to be an architect, I want to be an engineer. So we want to actually facilitate that and help them in the workforce with that. And of course, having more sectors in the educational sector for women. And we've been seeing a lot of steps, like the first university that teaches law. But we want more. You know, we're satisfied with the way things are going, but we still want more until we get our full equal rights.
And I do think the perception among many Western women is that the Middle East is a little backwards, to use the word, that women are second-class citizens. How would you respond to those women?
Just come, and you'll see. We're not backward. We're not second-class citizens. Maybe the rules are backwards, and maybe the policies are backward, but it's not us. We're very much educated, we're very much respected within our own families, we're very much, you know, we're entrepreneurs, businesswomen, social leaders, interconnected, globalized, multilingual, and when they come, they'll see it, and they don't have to come. We have a lot of, you know, in the CGI where I just, I was at the panel in the CGI, I saw a lot of Middle Eastern women. And I was happy with that representation. I mean, if you just open your eyes, you'll see them around you, and you'll see how powerful women in the region are.